Hello there and welcome to BenaiYah Bliss. In this video, I am happy to share with you the importance or one important thing about death that we all need to know. When you get this, when you understand this, your entire life will change. Also, I want us to know that this channel was created to keep us motivated and inspired in the accomplishment of our dreams as we continue to learn life building lessons that will help us to become better individuals. I am also in an open environment, so pardon me for the noise barriers that we will hear. And so let's get right into it. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, add a like and share if you so may, as this helped me to get across the message to all of those who need to keep their drive alive. And so one thing about death that we all need to know what it is. I am curious. Are you? What is death, by the way? Death is simply the cessation of life. So you are living and tomorrow you are no more. You're breathing and suddenly you stop breathing. You start to decay. Another thing about death, what is death? The very moment you start to live, you start to die. And so there is something about death that we all need to know, and it is this: we all are going to die. It is simple as that. There are a lot of people that run from the understanding, that run from the reality that we are all going to die. And so you have some people who are rich and some people who are famous. They pay millions of dollars to secure organs for when the one that they have failed, that they can have a replacement. But we all need to come to that reality that we are all gonna die. Some people, they live, they kill people, not understanding that they too are gonna die. And so when we understand that each one of us have a lifespan, what we do with that lifespan, it is essential. Each one of us have our own value. Each one of us have substance within us that we can pass on to make the lives of others better. And so within our lifetime, we have to be connected with that desire that is within us. We have to be connected with our purpose and impact the lives of others. And so that when our moment comes to go, then our name will live on. It's a principle. There's nothing wrong with wanting your name to live on even when you die. But there is something wrong when you have lived your life, you have impacted nobody with the gifts, the talents, the potentials, the abilities that within you, and when you are gone, you were just someone that was. I don't want to be that way. I wasn't made for that way, and neither did you. You were made with value, with gifts, with potentials. And one thing about gifts and potentials and whatsoever it is that is within us, gifts, talents, and abilities. If I can sing, I wasn't given a singing talent for myself. I was given that singing talent to let people enjoy, to touch people's heart, to push people on. Some people, they want to kill themselves, and just by listening to a song, they say, okay, this is the reality, I'm going to push on with my life. It doesn't make sense I kill myself. Some of you can write inspiring notes. And so when you learn to use your value, to push people, to impact people's life, that is when you have begun to live. And so when your time comes to die, you will do as Miles Monroe did, die empty. As a matter of fact, Miles Monroe, he was a Bahamian pastor. I think you should check him out. He's a great guy. He died in 2014 in a plane crash. But because he lived his life spilling out his gut to write books, doing seminars, doing what he can to show his value to people, to instill his gifts, his potentials in other people, then guess what? When he dies, it's like he's not forgotten. Because he's in me, he's in you, and just about anyone who he passes value on to. It doesn't matter what it is. And so when we understand that each one of us have something to offer before we die, then there will be no such thing as low self-esteem. Because it doesn't matter if it's a little thing that I have. By all means, I'm going to give it to somebody. It's the same principle about talents. We all hear of the story of when the master went out and he gave the servants talents. He gave one talent, he gave another 5 talents, and we have an idea of that story. Now, the essence of giving talents is for it to be multiplied. And anything that is multiplied will impact someone one way or the other. And so you are going to die. I am going to die. As a matter of fact, I have begun to die and you have begun to die. What are you doing with those gifts? What are you doing with those potentials? What are you doing with your talents? Do you sit every day and murmur, I can't bother with life, I can't bother with tragedy, I can't bother with pain, I can't bother with poverty? That's not life. Do you focus on your past, the negative? Do you carry on those baggages, those hurtful experiences, your last breakup? That is not living. If this is the way that you're living, then you're just gonna die as an example of someone that I don't want to be. And I don't want my children to be. One thing about death that we need to know is that we are all going to die. And if we're all going to die, it means that we have a lifespan. And having a lifespan, this space, it means that within this space, I have a task, I have a purpose, I have an assignment. I am not just like an animal. And as a matter of fact, even them come for a purpose. Some come to clean the earth. Some come to feed me and you. But each one of them, they fulfill their purpose. What are you doing? Search yourself. What is that one thing that when you do it, it makes you feel fulfilled? Then guess what? Go right ahead. Use what you can. Do what you can. And when you have done it all, and your time has come for you to go, you will do like that man that says, I have run my course and I finished my race. And laid up for me is a crown of life.